Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Ryan with Cattler, and welcome to a new webinar. This time, April of 2025. The goal of these webinars, as we all know, is to continue to update everybody on the newest features of Cattler, letting you guys know what's new, showing you a little bit about what's coming down the pipeline, and also answer any questions that you might have as well. So, without further ado, I'll get started. So, first and foremost, before we get started, we had a lot of activity last month, starting with myself and Ignacio taking part in the Animal Ag Tech Innovation Summit in Dallas, Texas. It was a great event. We took part in the event, met up with a lot of different corporate partners and a lot of companies that we're looking to continue our integrations with. So it was a great time to meet up and show also what was new, similar to today. Also, one of our reps, Garrett Brown, took part in a producers meeting with Countryside Feeds in Kansas. And again, another great opportunity to get in front of a lot of new members and potential new members in order to really showcase what Cattler is all about and be able to present a little bit more what the latest updates are on Cattler. And the agenda for tonight is similar as every month, which is on the first hand, kind of what is new in our latest updates. Then we'll go into what's store for the following updates, and then a space for questions and feedback as well. The goal is to make this as interactive as possible and really answer any questions that you might have. So, having said that, what's new? So you'll see that on the far right, there are several elements that have an asterisk, which means that we'll go a little bit more with a little bit more depth into them. But ultimately, our newest updates have to do with client user restrictions um, for custom yards, Chute EID handling improvements, app version display, Sublot Header and mobile version, bunk score save optimization, Editable EID and Chute processing, and then yard sheet report update as well. So a little bit of the ones that we're not going to go dig deep into. A lot of them have to do with the EID handling. And what that has to do is that on the one hand side, the EID handling has been improved at the chute so that now you can edit both the EID and tags directly on the chute, even though you are on the read option on the Cattler chute section. So being able to have that flexibility of changing whenever you're running animals through the chute in real time to make it a lot cleaner and much more efficient when you are running animals through the chute. Another of the big elements was actually the bunk score optimization. So we talked to a lot of our members, and we learned that it was a little bit too slow, but not slow in regards to that it wasn't updating quick enough. It was just that we had a snack bar at the bottom. That snack bar is kind of whenever you make a change and it says success at the bottom. That was actually taking too long, and we could shorten that. And as of right now, that has been reduced so that your bunk scoring can be much quicker, and saving now takes less than a second, which is what it actually did. But we had the display a little bit longer than was necessary, and it was kind of slowing down a bit of our members when they were taking part in their bunk scoring every single day. So that was something that we heard directly from our members, and ultimately has had a direct impact as we've asked them a little bit better, how it's been working. On another of the elements that is kind of important for us has to do with the possibility of well, now that we have the app version display on it, so that when we do talk to a lot of our members and they have questions, we can check what version they're on. It really helps the customer success team to know. So it's important for all of our members to know as well, so that when you do reach out to us, you can let us know what version you're on. And if you're not, we'll probably ask you to update it quickly. And with that, most likely a lot of the issues that you might be running into have already been solved, because we're constantly making continuous updates, as you all very well know. So now we'll go a little bit dig deeper into the elements that have an asterisk on them that would like to kind of dig a little bit deeper on them. If there are any questions, please feel free to dig in and answer anything that you guys might want as well. Ignacio, same for you. If you want to jump in at any moment, please feel free. First and foremost, client user restrictions. So what have we done here? So the client user restrictions has to do with what information is available for those users that are clients. So we're talking about custom feeders and the possibility of granting access to your clients. Ultimately, what we've done here has to do with enhancing the information that the client user can see, being able to have a much cleaner visual of the information that is his. And what we mean by that is is being able to see what's yours with a much cleaner version and being able to have it much more accessible. But now what happens, for instance, when you share a pen or you have a pen that has multiple owners and some of those animals are yours and some of them aren't. So okay, that confidentiality will also persist. When you click into any of these pens and those animals are split, you will only have access to the animals that are yours, giving you information on them. On the rest of those animals, they will have asterisks across them. So you will not be able to see that information, and vice versa with whoever is also an owner in that same group as well. So again, the goal is two-sided. On the one hand side, for the client user to access their information cleaner and with much more precision, but also on the feedlot owner side, or the custom yard, to be able to have much more control over that information as well. And on the report side, we've started by only giving access to the invoicing, but we will through time also open up more and more reports as our members start to request it and really let us know, hey, we would like to have this report, or so on and so forth. But as it goes right now, we are looking a little bit further into what reports we'd like to kind of grant to the client user. Another big improvement that we've made, a big change, was update on the yard sheet PDF. So for those that have seen the yard sheet, it was a little bit not as clean as it looks right now. There was a lot of spacing. There was multiple headers grouped by pen. So that means it wasn't as clean. And we really worked hard on optimizing the visuals on this, and really dig deep into talking to a lot of our members and improve on what you guys wanted to see to really be able to give you the best tool that you could have in order to make better decisions quickly and just make it easier on the eyes as well. So this was something that was very heavily requested, and reacted quickly on it as well. Another of the changes that were made had to do with the Sublot header on the mobile view. So we made it so that you are now able to edit different elements on the Sublot header. So being able to change the average weight, be able to change the lot name, elements that were not available on the mobile version, but were only available either on the desktop or on the tablet version. So having said that, goal here is to give you more freedom, enhance your experience while using the mobile device. So having said that, we went over a little bit of the newer updates, going through the client user restrictions, the new yard sheet, and lastly, the Sublot header in mobile view, together with the different elements that we talked about before, which had to do with EID handling and the bunk score optimization, which was quite a big thing on our end to be able to kind of react quite quickly to that after we talked with several of our members. So again, the bunk score optimization, you'll be able to score and call quicker and save and just go on to the next pen and have a better experience overall. Are there any questions so far? If not, I will continue now on to what's coming down the pipeline when it comes to Cattler. Okay, I will continue. Okay, perfect. So what's in store for the following update? So the following update is actually all about the Chute section. And we have a couple of videos that we would like to share with you, and it has to do with a lot of the optimization of different actions on the Chute section. So new visuals, being able to do your cattle in directly through the Chute section is another one. So we'll show you the videos, and then with that, you will be able to kind of explain a little bit more of the goal of this new suit, this new aspect of Cattler. So on the first-hand side, this video has to do with, as we said before, this has new visuals. The goal is to make it much more cleaner, be able to optimize a little bit better, the information that we have on here. And another big elements here is that the processing orders can be now on a lot basis, but more importantly, now also on a pen basis. That was something also that had been requested a lot by a lot of our members. So now being able to process any order both on the lot and on the pen. And as we continue to see through this, you'll see that we've gotten rid of several elements of of what it looks like now. We're trying to make it a lot cleaner, being able to make it a lot friendlier, and actually make it a little quicker, so that when you are at the shoot and when you are gonna get started, you can just get rolling and go from there. And that's kind of the goal on that end. On this next one, the other element, press start, there we go. The other aspect that we're trying to go into is the one I showed this one, I think already. Didn't go to the next one. Okay, there we go. So the next one has to do with the possibility of what we call free shoot. So what this means is we're looking to also give you a lot of flexibility and a lot of accessibility directly into the Chute section without having to create a full and complete Chute order. So what this means is what we call this is free shoot or manual shoot, or has to do with just the possibility of just going straight into the Chute. Select if you're going to sort, no sort, if you are going to sort by weight or by quantity. But most importantly, you are able to go straight into the Chute and start working on these animals and assign any treatment that you want. And with that, be able to, if you're doctoring them in real time, but when you do doctor them, you are doctoring them and you are doctoring them straight in the Chute and not in the pen, being able to go directly and just ultimately do it in real time. So this was another element that was really requested, is being able to separate doctoring at the Chute and a complete Chute order where you are going to be treating a whole lot, or now in this case also being able to do it on a per pen basis. And lastly, one of the interesting aspects has to do with the possibility of creating a new lot, or actually bringing in a new group directly through the Chute section. So right now, as we have it right now, in Cattler, you have to first bring in a group and then run them through the Chute. But now what you will be able to do is to ultimately bring them, have a cattle in directly through the Chute. So being able to bring them in and then assign an EID. So all in one action, bringing them in, giving them an EID, and with that, ultimately being able to update any information from them. So again, all of these enhancements on the Chute section are all about being able to be a little bit more efficient, have better visuals, and more importantly, making it much more having a better experience for all of our members, and being able to do what you want with less steps, and just making it smoother in that regard. So on this end, we're also going to be talking a little bit on the animal health section, which has to do with a lot of the new screens so a lot of new screens have to do on the animal health section, which is separate than the Chute. So on the animal health is getting a huge revamp. as well, but these are two separate enhancements on this view. But on the animal health section, the idea is to make it, again, a little bit more visual, being able to um, have a similar to what we have on account management, being able to understand active protocols that you have, ongoing treatments, and then anything that's pending. But more importantly, being able to have quicker accessibility to any of these actions and really be able to act on them quickly and efficiently. Furthermore, being able to do different scheduling with the treatments. What that means is, as we have it now, it's a little bit different on the screen, but on the screens that we have. But right now, it's all about being able to, have a bigger calendar, being able to make it more visual, and with that, a little bit friendlier for making any decision and being able to enhance your decision-making abilities as well. And then same here, the health log, optimizing the health log. And also the health log right now, as we have it, we're also improving the speed on it. And with that, being able to really make it, faster so that you can be able to make better decisions with it as well. I don't know if anybody has any questions on these new screens on the new animal health section, and also lastly some analytics that we're also working on as well. But ultimately on Cattler, we're really trying to take both the animal health section and the Chute section to the next level, and with that being able to provide more information, better decision making, and more importantly a better user experience across all of the different sections of Cattler. If I'm not mistaken, there you go. Same as here, being able to do everything also on your phone. I don't know, Ignacio, if you want to step in just to give a little bit more of context of some of the animal health sections. If not, we can leave it at that, but I'll give you room to make any comment if you'd like.
No, this is you're just right. These are like the animal health is a big change, and we are working on like strongly changing the user interface and how you interact with all the treatments and being able to leverage all the statistics on diagnosis, diseases, and make it much more practical. And having different points of entry to the information to whenever you're like since on the pen writer, or whenever like being able to plan the treatments more accurately, and also being able to do more things on the Chute, like the pullouts, in a more flexible way, as we were showing before at the Chute section. So it's all part of a big upgrade that we're doing. We're gonna show all this more in detail, explain all this in the next update. But this is like an anticipation of what is coming.
Exactly. This is what we're working on right now. The first update will be on the Chute section, which we hope to have, I believe, in the next week. But then animal health will probably be a little bit down the road, but not very far away. It's first Chute and then animal health. So we're really excited to be able to bring these enhancements as well as we continue to work on the cow-calf as well, that we've been talking with several of our members and now starting to talk with different associations as to what the different requirements would be, and being able to make it being able to gather as much information as possible. Having said that, that kind of concludes our part of this webinar, which has to do the latest updates and then what's in store for future updates. So now we're open to any questions and or feedback to what you guys saw, and we're always open to kind of listening to, hey, what you're thinking about, and what your thoughts are on what we showed you.